Hello, you two. So I'm going through the next two chapters of Hotel Flamingo Carnival Caper. Okay, so chapter 7. Do you remember Madame Le Pig was surprisingly happy to cook for the nocturnal animals? Sounds like she's a very big fan. Now, chapter 7 is called A Different Class of Guest. Okay, think about what that might mean. The following morning, T-Bear arrived at the front door, ready for work. It had rained all night long, and the pavement outside the hotel was littered with leaves and rubbish. And that was not all. "Excuse me, sir," said T-Bear, stepping outside. A large, shaggy old sheepdog was lying by the gutter, wrapped up in a quilt of dirty newspapers. He looked asleep. T-Bear nudged him gently, and a sprinkling of fleas burst from his damp, smelly fur. The sheepdog grumbled a few unrecognisable words. "Sorry, sir," said T-Bear. "I don't think you can lie here." "Why not?" growled the sheepdog. "It's a busy road," said T-Bear. "Well, I ain't got nowhere else to go 'cause of this stupid carnival," replied the sheepdog, and promptly rolled over. "What's the carnival got to do with it?" asked T-Bear. "They cleared us of all the streets," said the sheepdog. They don't want us dirtying the place, so here I am." "Who doesn't want you on the streets?" asked T-Bear. "Them glitz folk." "Oh, we don't like glitz, do we?" grumbled the sheepdog. Said T-Bear gruffly. He plodded back inside the hotel to find Anna. "We have a problem," he said, scratching his ear. Anna was barely awake after just a few hours' sleep. She sipped a cup of tea and hopeful that it might rouse her. "Have the slug family left trails across the carpet again?" she asked. "Not that I know of, miss," he replied. "Have the tarantulas spun another web across the corridor?" "Not since yesterday," said T-Bear. "Oh," said Anna. "Then what is it?" "We've an old sheepdog lying in our gutter," said T-Bear. "What should I do?" "Is he in the way?" asked Anna. "Very much so," said T-Bear. They walked to the front windows and Anna peered out of the road. "Doesn't he have a home to go to?" "I don't think so," said T-Bear. "Surely everyone has a home." T-Bear had seen a lot of life. He knew how hard it could be at times. "I don't think so, miss," he said. "You'd better invite him in then," said Anna. "We can't have him lying out there." "But," said T-Bear, pausing, he smells of wet dog." "It can't be that bad, surely." "Maybe you should wait and see for yourself." It was true, the sheepdog did smell of wet dog, thought Anna, but he had been asleep out in the rain. "Excuse me, sir," said Anna kindly. "Don't you have somewhere to be?" "Not any more," growled the dog. "Then would you like to come inside for some breakfast?" All dogs are the same. They love food whether they have a home or not. "Breakfast?" said the sheepdog, his ears lifting up. "That's right," said Anna. "We have the best chef in town." The sheepdog sat upright, revealing his dense, shaggy fur. "But I don't have money," he said. "That doesn't matter," said Anna. "What's your name?" "Wilbur," he replied with a smile. "I'm Anna," she said. "In you come. Let's get you a cup of tea." Oh, how lovely of Anna. And look, here's the next chapter. It says pamper time. "I smell wet dog," announced Hilary Hippo as she walked into the lobby. Anna pointed to Wilbur, who was filling a small armchair while enjoying a cup of steaming hot tea. His breakfast had vanished in seconds, and a tower of plates were piled up alongside him. "It's Wilbur, our new guest," said Anna. Hilary sneezed as she caught sight of the sheepdog. Loose hairs and fleas were cascading from his legs onto the floor. "I spent hours cleaning the carpet this morning," said Hilary. "It will need a good thorough going over again." "I'm sorry, Hilary," said Anna, "but everyone is welcome here. You know that." Hilary gave a firm nod. "Don't let him move an inch," she declared. She raced from the lobby, only to return a few minutes later carrying a smart bag. "What's that?" asked Anna. "My grooming kit," she replied. "Grooming?" I am much more than just a cleaner, scoffed Hilary. But what if he doesn't want to be groomed? Asked Anna. I would never groom an animal without their permission first, said Hilary. What do you take me for? She hurried over to Wilbur, sneezing on arrival. Mr. Wilbur, she said, when was the last time you visited a grooming parlour? A what, miss? Asked Wilbur with a sniff. When were you last pampered? Asked Hilary. Groomed, brushed, washed? Oh, said Wilbur, tapping each claw on his left paw. Now that would have to be 4 years ago, before I lost my job. Grooming's not cheap, not with all this fur. Hotel Flamingo offers a pampering service for all new guests. It does? Interrupted Anna. Hilary furrowed her brow and continued. We can do manicures, pedicures and even flea treatment, she said. All part of the service. Wilbur lifted off his tatty hat. A moth flew out. You can do all that for me, he said, his ears lifting. All part of the service, repeated Hilary. I think I may have died and gone to heaven, said Wilbur. No, it's just Hotel Flamingo, said Anna happily. We can't just let Wilbur stay here forever, said Lemmy. We're fully booked up, and besides, our other guests might get annoyed that they've paid and he hasn't. Anna scratched her head. Of course Lemmy was correct, but she really wanted to do the right thing. If only she knew what that was. It doesn't seem fair to send him back or out on the street, she said. Try talking to him, said T-Bear. There might be some way we can help. When Anna found Wilbur, he was sitting in the piano lounge, resting his weary bones in one of the fancy armchairs. He was almost unrecognisable. His freshly cleaned fur was silky smooth. Oh, look how fluffy he looks. And ballooned around his head and shoulders like a pom-pom. Is that you, Wilbur? She asked. Yes, Miss Anna, he said, smiling. Is there anything we can do to help you? She asked. Oh, you've already done enough, miss, he said happily. Anna wasn't so sure. Do you have a job to go to? She asked. I did. I was in the army, said Wilbur. He flexed his arm muscles. I'm strong, good at reading maps, and I can polish shoes to within an inch of their lives. He lifted his feet, waving around his sweet-smelling fur, but he seemed to have forgotten he wasn't wearing any shoes. But they don't want you once you get old. And you couldn't get another job? Asked Anna. You can't get a new job without a home, and you can't get a new home without a job, said Wilbur. I can see that makes life very complicated, said Anna. It does, miss, said Wilbur. Anna sighed. We don't have any job vacancies, she said sadly. Or else you could have worked here. Wilbur shook his head, and his fluffy hair wobbled about him. You've done plenty enough already, he said. Yet despite Wilbur's insistence, Anna wanted to do more. Perhaps there was something she could help with. We have empty staff bedrooms downstairs, said Anna. They're not pretty, but you can use one of those until you find a new job. No, said Wilbur, that's too much. I insist, said Anna. It's a chance to put things right. It'll be up to you to make the most of it. Do you really mean it? Asked Wilbur. I do, said Anna. You said yourself if you have a home, you can get a job. It's one part of the problem solved. Wilbur howled in happiness. I won't forget this, miss, he said. The end. Well, chapter 9. That was a nice thing for Anna to do, wasn't it? She really felt sorry for Wilbur, didn't she? And he looked so beautiful and fluffy. I wanted to stroke him after he had his pampering session. Not quite before. Anyway, I hope that was good, and we will upload the next couple of chapters in a few days. Bye-bye.